right. Now that I beat you up and told you what a dog you are for mismanaging your business and talked you into having a big attitude adjustment, I wonder how many thumbs downs I have right now. Please don't. Give me a thumbs up. All right, let's talk about fixing it. All right. So it's going to be good management is what it's going to do, but it's going to be more than just regular good management. There are the 4 ways, and you're going to, the 4 ways to have more money in your business. That was an early series. If you haven't listened to it already, I will refer you to it. It's you'll find it by that name, The 4 Ways or something like that. And I'm going to review what they are here. The 4 ways are: you can raise your prices, you can get more customers, you can sell more to those customers, or you can spend less. Those are your 4 things you can do to have more business or more money in your business. And that's a little different than being more profitable and all the rest. I'm just saying having more business now, or more profit. And specifically, let's talk about having more cash. You need to raise cash. A business that's in trouble is in trouble because it hasn't got cash. That's almost the textbook definition of it, right? There are lots of reasons you may be unhealthy, and we can talk about that, but the end result of it is you don't have cash. And what is trouble? Well, trouble is not being able to pay the rent, not being able to pay employees, not being able to, not having any cash. That's what it looks like when you're in trouble. So let's take a look at some of those things. To get more cash in your business, one of the things is raising your prices. Yeah, this comes out of the 4 ways, right? And to that, I say to you, why not raise your prices? You got trouble? You're going out of business if you got enough trouble, okay? Go out of business on higher prices than lower prices. Maybe you're not really paying yourself first so much. You just barely keeping food in the baby's mouth, and the roof still leaks, and you don't have any employees, and you're doing everything right. Well, in that case, maybe it's just as simple as getting more cash by raising your prices. Right? You're going out of business, go out of business on high prices. Okay, getting new customers. Maybe that involves spending more money on advertising. Spending more may be the way out, okay? I don't know your personal situation, so maybe that is the answer. You decide. But maybe this is exactly the time you don't want to spend more money on marketing for new customers. Do a better job at making your repeat customers have more frequency, and go back over proposals that you've made to old customers, that kind of stuff. Make the old customers produce more, okay, by frequency and spending more at the house. That's the next one, right? Just suggest more stuff at the house. Do those things that bring more. This is just good management, right? And then spending less, and we'll do more on spending less down the road. But also in raising cash, it's better asset management. Okay, let's say you're never able to pay your suppliers on time, and you have a hard time making payroll, and you're actually tempted to not send in the payroll taxes. Don't do that. Boy, I tell you what, that's the beginning of the end. Just don't do it. If you've already done it, don't do it again. Okay? Get that thing fixed as soon as you can. Right? That's trouble, multiplied. Okay? Don't go there. But maybe you've got a parking lot full of trucks. Okay? You have that extra truck that you use just in case you need an extra truck, and you got the dump truck that you use a few times a year, and boy, is it good to have a dump truck and that kind of thing. Well, let's use the dump truck for an example. It could be anything though, make it an office copier. I don't know what it is, but let's call it a dump truck. All right. dump truck's old. It's only worth so much anyway, right? Yeah, it's nice to have. But if you're in real trouble, sell the dump truck. All right, so you just got $8,000 for an old dump truck. All right, you also don't have the insurance on it and the tags anymore, too. So you have, maybe you get $1,000 worth of cash flow on that, and maybe maybe all kinds of things. I don't want to get bogged down on a dump truck. Okay, I'm just saying that selling that asset alleviates some stuff. That in concert with a bunch of other things you're going to do, right? All these things are going to add up and bail your butt out of trouble. All right, so selling assets. My grandson moved out to the Midwest, and he had a whole bunch of really nice wood. Okay, wood that was worth whatever it was worth. I don't know. It was worth a whole lot on the day that it was worth that much. However, he had this much time, and he was on his way to Missouri, and that wood wasn't going with him. Anyway, he put that wood out there to just get rid of. He put the fire sale price on it. People flocked in and took that wood off his hands. Anyway, he raised a few $1,000s on wood that, if he'd been able to make all those tabletops and all the swell thing, I'm sure it would have been worth tens of thousands of dollars. But it wasn't the future tens of thousands that he needed right now. Right now, he needed one. That wood had to be out of here, and he needed a few $1,000. It was time for the wood to go, right? You got the same thing. You've got stuff. That was smart management on his part. Good job, Noah. You've got the same thing. If you've got trouble, you've got stuff around you can get rid of. And here's the other deal. You got it at home, too. If you're living high off the hog and, you got that vet that you love spending time with that vet. Trouble in the business, get rid of the vet. Get another one another day. But come on, there's no time to be owning a vet. There's no time for the nice things. It's time for fixing stuff. All right. Off your case on that. But austerity cuts every way. At home, too. You got jewelry, sell the jewelry. You changed your attitude. Let the nice things go, fix your business, and make new decisions in the future. Okay, now, there's other things that are just on, not your balance sheet, your stuff you can sell. Raising a few bucks, And when you say a few bucks, I need $100,000. Raising these $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 isn't going to fix anything. No, it is. It's part of the puzzle. Do it. And also, it's part of the emotional puzzle, too. It means you're actually doing something instead of insisting on having it your own way some more, right? But go down the list, too, Drop Netflix, drop HBO, drop those things. $25 a month. Take a look at, where you're buying your cell phones from and your cell phone service. Well, if you're on Verizon or what have you, chop. Go back through all of that stuff, and next thing you know, you're saving $400 a month. Well, $400 a month is $5,000 a year that you don't need after taxes. We covered this earlier too. Go back and review those things. But you're raising cash. You're going to also, if you have employees, it's probably going to include reducing payroll. And presumably you love all of your employees. And if you don't, your life's about to get a little easier. Just, people that you should have gotten rid of a long time ago. I'm sorry you haven't got the guts to fire anybody. You know what? I wasn't much at it either. Truth be told, that was one of the problems of Dale. Okay, but I'll tell you what, I did have a time when I had to turn around my business, and you know what? Dale found out he had a little more moxie than he realized he had. He did what he had to do. And so, believe me, if a wussy like me can do it, a wussy like you can do it too. All right. So, and if you're not a wussy, more power to you. Get her done, all right? Just do what needs to be done because it saves your family and it saves the rest of the employees, all right? You don't have to hate anybody. You just get it done, all right? We're going to do the last one after this. I think this is quite enough for right now. All of these are kind of long. So see you on the next round, all right? Do what needs to be done, folks. Hey friends, I hope this was useful to you. Would you do something for me? Would you please share this with anybody you know that ought to hear it too? And then would you please give me the thumbs up and subscribe, right? That's kind of important on these things. Feel free to leave comments. All right, thanks a lot. And now get out there and do some winning.